Welcome back to the Dolls Room. Okay, so today I think I'm going to do kind of a mad rush catch up on the Dolly Vlog Hop. I've missed several weeks and I want to get back in pace with everybody. Please be sure to check all the videos by the other vlog participants. A master list is down in the description box below, as well as a link to all of the videos in the Dolly Vlog Hop so far. Okay, so the question is, do your dolls represent characters or do you create characters for your dolls? And I think that this is a really fun question. It kind of, what it actually does, inspires me to do a little bit more. I've seen often in the BJD community that people will write up these complete stories, plots, lineage for their ball-jointed dolls. And it's really impressive. They have such an idea of where that character came from, what they're doing, what their personality is, and where they're going with that personality. I think a lot of people with this question mentioned that a lot of the Groove characters already come with characters. And I mean, for me, I'm not really interested in having something that Groove created and that there are 1,000 versions or 1,000 copies of that same doll. And I have plenty of stock dolls. It's not that I don't love the stock dolls, because I really do like a lot of them, but I want the freedom to change them. I want the freedom to play with their personality. And I've done that a lot by, I changed their outfits and I changed their coloring, like their wigs and their eye chips. I think of my collection, the one that would be the most, I don't know what the word would be, she stays in her character is Alice, classical Alice. When I did a video of her, I talked about how I tried different looks on her, but I'm really attached to that Alice character, and that's just how I love to display her. That said, I've seen people change her wig and her eye chips, and of course she has such gorgeous eyebrows that it's kind of a shame for them to be behind the blonde fringe all the time. So she looks incredible as other characters. The other releases that Groove has done, like the I don't think I could pronounce it, but the Butler series, all of that, I never watched it, or I tried watching it a little bit. It wasn't for me, so I wasn't interested. I'm not really a fan of the Sailor Moon series, so there's that. Rose and Maiden series, all of those things. I haven't collected them. I'm not interested in those dolls. But a couple, questions ago, we were asked, what series would you like Groove to make? I'm not exactly sure, but I talked about the animation series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And if Groove got behind making characters like that, I would be very interested in buying them. So it depends what you follow and where your heart is. For me, I want to create my own characters, and so I feel that I have done that. Like here, there's Little Red Riding Hood, or Pull It Bloody Red Hood, and the one next to her is also Pull It Bloody Red Hood, and just I'll definitely do a video on that change, but it's incredible to me. Just what a shift of energy and personality the different colors give her. My little Yalame and her little best friend, they spent some time with me in DC, and they were being little smartasses about where they thought the president should live because they were not impressed with the White House. And so that gives them personality. So I think just over time with the different pictures that I do and different little, I'll do like short comic strips that brings out the character for me. Let's see, who else should I talk about? I mean, I think just the ones that have gone on trips with me, like Mila here just got back from a trip to Oregon, and in that she was a little bit of my mini me, and that's maybe the first time that I've done that. She was dressed much like I dress, and she was wandering around some of my favorite places. So that whole photo journal was a little bit of a diary, I guess. You know, here I've got like 3 magicians, sorcerers, and it's almost Halloween right now, so I'm thinking about sort of a surreal, dark scene that they would create. Up in the corner I've got my 3 witches. I think of them as witches. It's just the character that's come out of them over time with photos. Etc. I mean, I think it would take me a million years to go through every character and talk about how that personality has come out. That being said, I would like to challenge myself to sit down and write a full character dialogue plot, what would that be called, profile for at least 1 or 2, you know, a handful of really strong characters. I think in my head I worry that would lock them into a personality, but who's to tell me that I, you know, can't turn around and have them play a character in a different scene. It's completely up to me, right? So I definitely think there are multiple ways of how you create characters. When characters come ready-made from the factory, that it's up to the collector to imbue a little bit of their own personality and creativity into that. Otherwise, I mean, I feel that if I were just getting characters and wanted to keep them pristine the way that the way that they were designed for Groove, that they would just sit on the shelf, and you know, that serves its own purpose. I suppose that's one definition of being a collector, but it's definitely not how I enjoy this hobby. So thanks for the question. I feel like I have a little bit of work to do now, so talk to you soon.